a goddess of the seas and oceans, who mothered the other deities, who taught the human priests of their divine text, and whose believers today live in West Africa, in the Caribbean, and across the Americas. In this episode of Humble History, we'll cover the beliefs around Yemoja. Let's get into it right now. In the Yoruba religion, Yemoja is one of the Orishas. The Orishas are believed to be intermediaries between the human world and the supreme god, Olodumare. The scholar George Brandon writes, viewed in symbolic terms, an Orisha may be said to arise from the convergence of divine power to command and make things happen with a natural force, a deified ancestor, and an object that witnesses and supports the convergence and alignment. An Orisha, therefore, is a complex, multidimensional unity linking people, objects, and powers. He goes on to say that Orishas can exist in three broad categories: natural phenomena, deified ancestors, and primordial divinities. The last category is the one that Yemoja falls under. Yemoja is often referred to as the mother of the Orishas. In some traditions, she is said to have been the mother of the Orishas such as Oshun, Shango, Oya, Ogun, Oba, Orisa, Babalue, and Osus. However, other traditions say that she did not give birth to any of the Orishas, but rather acted as their mother in raising these beings. Yemoja's name is derived from the Yoruba words Yeye, or Aye, meaning mother, Omo, meaning child or children, and Eya, meaning fish, and thus literally her name translates to mother whose children are the fish. Yemoja herself was associated with rivers, later with oceans and seas, and is even sometimes depicted as a mermaid. She is the owner of the Ogun River in Nigeria, the largest river within the territory of Yoruba land. She is also the counterpart of Olokun, who represents the unknowable bottom of the sea. In one of the major stories of Yemoja, she is placed as one of the primordial spirits who was responsible for creating humanity. Although we see this story change with the Orisha Oshun at times taking the place of Yemoja. But however, in this story, Yemoja descended to the earth on a rope with 16 other Orishas. She was charged by the supreme god to make the earth inhabitable for humankind. In another story, Yemoja is credited with being the one who interpreted the Odu Ife, the sacred text of the Yoruba religion. And she was the one who taught this text to the other Orishas and gave this ability of interpreting the text to human priests. Although Yemoja appears throughout the Odu Ife, she is greatly represented in the Odu Ibi, the book that speaks on civilization, nationalism, maintenance, and protection. Yemoja is also seen as the Orisha of fertility, and is said to be the protector of sailors, dock workers, and all others who live and work by the sea. She is often depicted in clothes of blue and white, and the number 7 is associated with her. Her devotees wear 7 silver bracelets to honor her, and we see Yemoja stories abroad in the Americas. During the transatlantic slave trade, many of her followers from West Africa were taken to the Americas, and they brought their beliefs to the New World with them. In Cuba, she takes the name Yemoja. In Brazil, her followers call her Yemoja and have her holiday on New Year's Eve. This has been happening since the 1930s. In New York City, she is celebrated on the beachfront holiday called Bembe, which takes place either or close to the feast day on August 7th. Where her festival is still celebrated to this day. If you want to learn more about other African religions and mythology, make sure to check out our playlist that is appearing here, and also make sure to check out our channel to learn more about African history as well. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like, it would help us with the algorithms. If you want to share with others, of course, feel free to share and join the community and comment below. I've been your host, Adam Salu, and I'll see you on the next episode of Humble History.